セージを受け取りました。
Cool.
Your memories are fading even now, gone to form the soul of the game we play. These pieces are new, as are the stakes. Life, death, and vengeance. We must ride, for time is short, and you have much to learn. Make your first choice, and let us set these wheels in motion once more. These cards represent your history and our game. We know where they end, for you are here. Therefore, these cards must guide you to my side. Let us see what the journey holds. The fool steps into nothingness, because they know no better. In the same way, you must step into the void. You are a blank slate, and together we will write your history.
Double many miles through the forest in search of the thieves who robbed you. Though exhausted and hungry, you are determined to reclaim your father's amulet. We're gonna move closer and eavesdrop.
Every element of the game has been improved, even those that seem at first glance familiar. Do not worry, you will soon understand the nuances.
Moving forward, you overhear the leader spouting orders. Simply says, the idiots walk down the road, you push over the tree and jump out. Don't be too scared to put up the fight, we'll get rich. Why don't we just jump out and stab them? Corpse. Another hooded figure chimes in, yeah, corpses don't put up much of a fight either. Frustration rises in the leader's voice. The Empire doesn't care. Have a few farmers lose some sprouts. We'll drop a corpse in the rural road. The place will be filled with soldiers before you've even spent a coin. We don't need that trouble. Now quiet, here they come. See and spot a group of farmers coming around the corner, bringing their wares to market. I'm gonna leap out for the farmer's defense. Well, you hear the leader's voice. You lads handle this. I'll meet you when you're done. These attack frequently can evade standard attacks, making heavy weapons. Farmers fumble in their haversacks. In gratitude, thank you, adventure. I'm sure they took our food. They would have taken our lives as well. Alright, got some food. Got some more food. All in the food with a sigh, shoveling right in your mouth to quell your hunger. Satisfaction lasts only a moment before you realize your father's amulet is not among the takings. Your leader must still have it. Set to your feet, determined to find him. Falling enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approaching your camp. It's a goblin, dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. From beneath a filthy fox belt, serving as an ill-fitted wig, the goblin winks at you with wild red eyes. Ha! I have been roaming for hours, trying to find you. I must get this over with quickly if I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise. Lowers a sack from his shoulder. Now, from within my sack, I can conjure whatever your heart desires. The goblin's voice trails off as he examines his sack. Well, I could, if there wasn't a blooming great hole in it. His head disappears entirely into the bag until his bulbous nose protrudes from the breach. A new plan, then. The goblin pulls out his last trinkets. Go with the axe. Yeah. Yes. A wise choice. Now I must go. There are many others I must visit before I can rest. The goblin runs off into the night. His fox wig flapping in the evening breeze. You can change equipment nearly to it. I'll turn this game down a little bit because it is really loud. Alright. Journey through the forest.
Can you find it?
Journey through the forest interrupted by an inquisitive child. Researching the forest folk. My uncle says that they used to walk these woods giving out gifts. I want to find one. As they dash off to peer under a nearby log, the child shouts back, remember, if you meet the forest folk, get me a lemon cake. In the other direction, an eerie song hangs in the air. You attempt to find its origin. Follow the song through thicket and stream until you find an open glade bathed in golden sunlight. You find an aged maiden, posture bent like the boughs of a corpse. It has been 12 winters since I had a visitor. Her voice is a whisper, yet it thunders in your ears. You may visit me if you are in need, adventurer.
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token. Nothing could be more fitting now than meeting the mage who started this all, or at least started it all for you.
Trail of fallen trees and distraught farmers leads you to the thieves who have stolen your amulet. It seems their infighting has only gotten worse. Bandits surround their former leader, weapons drawn. Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence, the leader implores. Whoever heard of a thief talk about fair shares, spits one. You turn up and boss us around. We've barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I've stabbed somebody. Days! The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I'd love to continue this discussion regarding stabbings, I'm afraid I have urgent business with my associate here. As he greets you, he whispers, keep me alive and there will be plenty of gold for your trouble. He holds up a finger. First rule of negotiation, never let them know what you want. Kill my associates and I will gladly return your amulet. Ever reliable, the thieves draw their blades to mug you. The leader hurries away to hide. Give us your stuff or we'll stab you, growls one of them. You consider your options. Gonna fight. Jar your weapon and prepare to deal with the miscreants. Alright, let's go. Ooh. Double attack. With the battle resolved, the thief leader nods in approval at the carnage before him. He holds out a hand. My name is Malaclips, Bard Extraordinaire. The smile fades under your withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hand in surrender. Wait, let's not be hasty. We're on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen just like you. I've been working with the thieves, yes, but only for the greater good. No, not really. They were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look. Pulls out an amulet from his pocket and presses it into your hands. All is forgiven, yes? You stare at the amulet. It does not look familiar. Oh, Malaclips says, scratching his head. He opens a small satchel. So which one is yours? The lion amulet. That suits you. Very similar facial structure. Hey, you know what? I'm lonely. You're lonely. We should work together. We should probably get to know one another, seeing as we're going to be friends for life, Malaclips says. Tell me, where are you from? I am from the forest. From the Eastern Belt, eh? You don't say. Good source from the Eastern Belt. Very trusting. Oh, by the way, we, friend, owe money to Vignus of the Thieves Guild. He's quite angry at us. We should journey to Mirebridge together to appease him. Some gold might help. Although, come to think of it, I'm rather busy. Malaclips eyes a pretty trader hiking up the road. It'd be best if you get the gold, and I meet you there.
Smaller pieces of our fates shattered into fragments. Collect enough, and your reward will come in time.
You entering a competition of strength at a fair, a gold prize is available to the winner. In the first round of the competition, your opponent is diminutive Roland, a halfling from a traveling troupe of acrobats.
These dice are another small game embedded in our game.
Booyah.
Victory. You are learning.
Roland is no match for your strength. He gives a disappointed backflip off the table, collects his meager winnings. Then cart rolls out the door. You take your reward from the purser on the way out the tavern, and you realize you'll compete in the next round for a larger prize.
Water is a symbol for the many thoughts that churn beneath the surface. What is it you're thinking of? What concern is worrying at your mind? Let it fall into the waters beneath.
While crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band. You stand and fight the fiends, or throw yourself into the mercy of the river below. Going to fight. I'm gonna equip the soldier's sword.
Celebrations in aid of what? You see how quickly the actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
Here in the sleepy hamlet of Dulwick, you find the villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activities concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over a prone lizard. Let's find out what's going on. The parade ends in the town square. You watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club and gathering the food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if you'd like a turn. Here, I'll join him. Okay. Club strikes the chest of the treat-laden beast and gold falls out. You survey the spoils and try to scoop them up before anyone else can. Oh, before you can gather anything, a young child shovels the bounty into a basket and scampers off. With your turn over, you leave. Okay.
The roads have become even more deadly since the Empire has come to power, despite their promises of the opposite.
Distressed damsel. The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. Please help, she cries. I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? Apparently not.
The dice are fair, and thus you have lost this round.
I thank you. Now, if you would be so kind to give me all your gold. The woman draws a pair of concealed blades from her corset. Come on, boys. You have no time to react as a group of bandits spring from hiding. Oh, I've got time. That's more like it. You find some food amongst their possessions.
Here we come to the end of the beginning, running errands for mages. This will become a theme, I dare say.
You arrive at Mire Bridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. You find Malaklep's perusing a selection of cheeses by the market. Ah, if it isn't my good friend the adventurer. Did you bring me the gold? Bigness has arranged to meet at the graveyard. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for seclusion or for easy body disposal. Bigness greets Malaklep's with a sly grin. Looks like you've turned up after all, and with a lackey in tow. We've had our doubts, you know. Bigness cracks his knuckles and giggles. Well now, Malaklep's, convince me. What's to stop me from cutting off your head today? You reveal your gold as Malaklep scrounges in his pockets for some too. The heavy satchel of riches lands at Bigness's feet with a thud that echoes through the silence of the cemetery. That's our deal done, Malaklep says, worry obvious in his voice. No need for any further troubles. I'm sorry, Mal, Bigness grins. You should have known the guild was never going to let you pay with cash stolen from our members in the first place. Bigness the Cleansed. Ignis just got shish kebabbed. Malaclip scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with someone savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy. Like maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Let's discuss our partnership over an ale or two. The fool.
Well done. You have cleared the first challenge, and now we can move on to the next.
Nice. Shadow beasts. The old lady.
Welcome to my challenges. Together, we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair in the hope of awakening.
I like this game. Played the first one.
Nothing here is coincidence. The answer to every question is in the cards if you but look.
Hey, babe.
You may take their recommendations.
I'm playing Hand of Fate 2 if you want to watch on Twitch.
Sufficient for now. A casual call to heroism. How many adventures start thus?
The Magician.
For 100 years I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated. It is true. I became complacent long before then. I thought I knew everything about the game and what it could be. Now you see before you the extent of my research. I have crafted this game anew.
Your conversation with the fur trader is interrupted as Malaclips arrives in a flurry. The whispers speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire. The town of Westwind is suffering against the blight. Let's head to Westwind. You return to the markets and ask if any traders headed to Westwind might need an escort. There are 3 options: stonemason, food wagon, and a weaponsmith. You arranged an uncomfortable ride jammed among the many tools of a weaponsmith headed far west. Hold your sword. I will equip. Thank you, sir. You arrive at the town of Westwind. To defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can before the Blight invades. Let's find some soldiers.
They place themselves in these dire positions, and then expect a hero to come rescue them when things become too much.
While patrolling the outskirts of Westwind, you hear the clash of steel and the unmistakable groan of Corrupted. Your investigation leads you to a distressed nobleman, perched on the roof of his carriage. Thank the gods, I was heading to tea with the Duke of Gilbert when we were ambushed. My footmen left me here to fight them off, but the brawl has now dispersed into the forest. The noble peers fearfully at the tree line. If you stay here and protect me, I can pay. I'm gonna go get the soldiers. Screw this guy. You rush into the forest and quickly encounter a squad of Empire soldiers battling the Corrupted.
Let us see if the mage can help you here.
Alright, Malaclips. Show me what you got. Show us what you got. Oh, that's cool. He whistles to his book like it's a dog. Wait, what does he do? Okay, doesn't matter.
If nothing else, I'll get a song out of this.
think we just recruited 2 soldiers. Shield. Gold. With the corrupted dispatch, the soldiers turn to you. I'm sure we could have handled it, but thanks for stepping in. I guess we have to go back to escorting His Highness, Sir Quivering Blanket of Mumsy, off to his palace. You get a bonus dice for each soldier you saved. I'm going to offer them gold. Working for coin and killing corrupted monsters sounds good to us.
Your companion has his own story to tell. We must wonder if this is a tale of a hero or a villain.
You arrive at the city markets to meet Malekop's associate. You find him sitting on a blanket by the sewer gates. You can't tell whether he's a goblin, a human, or an animate pile of greasy rags. But a few wilted daisies and duckweed tied with a rope are flopped on the ground around him. Merc! Malekop calls to the creature, arms outstretched. I have a favor to ask you, my handsome friend. The greasy goblin man raises a hand to stop the bard's prattle. 10 gold first, you know that. Malekop looks at you expectantly. Sorry, we don't have any gold. The goblin man looks affronted. Malekop places a consoling hand on him. Don't be mad. He doesn't know about how our kind work. Merc crosses his arms and turns his back to you. Malekop makes soothing noises. Look here, Merc. We'll be back before you know it with the gold, okay?
Your supplies are running low. Make your choices carefully.
We're gonna fight. I'm broke. Also almost out of food. Raiders! From the frozen darkness of the far north they come.
By sea and sun, fate and fane!
Like a compass, it indicates the truth of all directions.
Causes 20 damage or 40 damage to corrupted. Yeah, we're gonna equip this sword. Got 3 food. Gain 2 recruits.
Commerce thrives
General
in even
store.
the most unusual.
Gonna
of
sell
locations.
soldier sword. Gonna sell the shield. That puts us at 18 gold. Not gonna sell that. I need 10 gold. I have 18. We're gonna leave. You arrive at the city markets to meet with Malekop's associate. Yep. Read all this before. Give the goblin man 10 gold. Malekop steps forward as Merc counts the coins. Merc, old beans. The bard looks furtively around before quickly waving at his shoulder. Require help in removing a certain illness. Merc considers Malekop for a while. That kind of information costs a few more than coins. Costs more than a few coins. You sputter indignantly. I will require a test of skill from him. He turns and points at you. Pick a flower and eat it. The greasy floors displays his meager wares. Malekop nods as if this were a fair request. I'm going to eat, I guess, a daisy. The flower tastes wilted, like wilted lettuce, with a hint of something like bitter medicine. Boom! To your horror, blood begins to blossom under your shirt. You pull it up to see that merely a superficial cut, but you wonder how it occurred nonetheless. Merc nods, happy with the results. He beckons Malclips closer. Of those of us left, you should seek Ira of the Veil. She may know something of the cure. Last I heard, she's hiding out in the underneath.
Let us discover what the next chapter in our dear bard's tale will be.
Oh no, not her, Malclips straightens his neck shawl nervously. The greasy goblin man giggles maniacally. Yes, her. She'll likely eat your bones before she lets you speak. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business to run. With that, Malclips' associate turns away and hurls a bouquet at a shocked passerby. Flowers, fresh flowers, buy 'em or I'll eat your eyes.
Here we begin to see one of the small ways I've changed the game. Each challenge differs both in their rules and their objectives. Even those cards which were once the stairs now vary per challenge, as you will see.
The West Wind Tower bell chimes fervorously. The town crier bellows. It's corrupted inside the town. They broke through the sewers and into Louse Lane. Our brave soldiers have gone down there to sort it out. You arrive to find Westwind's few remaining soldiers huddled at the entrance to its poorest area, Louse Lane. We cannot let corruption spread. For the good of the town, we must dispose of anyone who has been tainted, even a little. Let's help them out. Cardinal Blade. All right.
I hope this works.
Oof. And the brain. With the corrupted threat removed, you've ensured that these soldiers survive to aid the town's defense. You gain 3 recruits. The soldiers help you scavenge what you can from the remains of the poor souls taken by the corruption. Bastion of Purification.
A shield in more ways than one.
Hell yeah, we got some food. We can buy some food. We can buy 1 food. Buy another food. Alright, leave.
Always treat those who feed you with respect. Even I stand by this rule, and I have respect for few.
Chester glares at 2 passing lovers walking hand in hand. To be young and naive, tarts, pies, and exotic flies. I'm broke. See you later.
The Empire reaches too far. The North has gone from a loose collection of tribes to something to truly fear.
I'm gonna go ahead and free these soldiers. With my Bastion of Purification. Oh, that looks cool. Nice.
By sea and sun, fate and fane.
Oh shit. I messed that up. Take some damage. It's okay. I'll get it back. Nice. Permanent blessing. Any number of blessings can be equipped at one time. So teamwork.
Now your chance presents itself. At last, stand in the defense of the peasantry.
We'll come back.
Noble traits you display already.
You've entered a competition of strength at a fair. Gold prize is available to the winner. In the second round of the competition, you sit opposite the aged frame of Huntley Toothless. He boasts about once being a silencer for the Thieves Guild. We got this. Huntley crumbles in defeat almost instantly. You're lucky I'm not 20 or 30 years younger, he says, grumbling. Take the gold, take the gold.
In my day, thieves kept their distance. None would pickpocket a mage for fear of failure, or worse, success.
The market bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the lands call out to passerbys to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, we pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning quickly, you discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. You jump to your feet and catch a glimpse of the thief as they weave through the crowd. No! Tangled maze of people proves too much for you, and the thief makes their escape. Get him next time, I guess.
Age turns us all. She has done rather better than I in the time that has passed.
Walking through a shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. She stops to greet you. For centuries, I have helped the mortals who find themselves lost in my forest. Is there anything that may help you with your journey? I'm going to ask for a longer life. May you live a long life, she says, and with a fragile wave of her hand, you feel a warm sensation through your body. Okay.
Another chance to redeem yourself. Let's see how you handle it this time.
Atop Westwind Town Hall is a large bell tower. It's used to signal the day's end for the workers in the mines and surrounding fields. But now it will summon Westwind's defenders. Do you wish to summon the soldiers you have recruited? Absolutely. As night cloaks Westwind, you can sense the corruption rising from the shadows all around you. You survey any soldiers you've managed to recruit. You've scoured the land and brought together every available Empire soldier to the defense of Westwind. You must survive till morning, when Imperial reinforcements will arrive. Give a speech. Okay. Soldiers appear unmoved by your words and remain tense and fearful. Alright, boys. I'm no Aragorn. Hello.
Look at these soldiers. You don't think you could have left me at home?
Boom! We have defeated the Blight. Love this music, by the way. This game's awesome.
A mighty creature of chaos felled by your power. Does it satisfy you? This bloodshed? Knowing those you destroy were once simple peasants going about their day.
And that peasants no more. Once the corrupted behemoth falls, the rest of the minions flee, their spirits broken. The soldiers erupt in cheers, praising your valor. You can rest until morning, ready to greet the reinforcements, with the town already saved.
The magician returns to the deck, but now we only begin our stories of fate, folly, and magic. Do not think I'm satisfied with this, but at least we have a place to begin. Now you have learned the simplest of ways to build your deck. Each challenge will provide its own unique trials. Here are some more tools to keep you in good stead.
Nice. The Valiant Aegis, Winter's Bane. For convincing Mert to help Battleclips.
As you play, you will find more options open to you. Should you find yourself blocked or overly challenged, take the time to explore the board. Unlocking cards will give you options you have not yet considered.
Very cool. Alright. I will be right back. Gotta go switch the laundry. Alright. And I am back. Thanks for waiting.
There is the small game, the game we play, and there is the great game, the game of life and death, the game I was once master of.
Alright, so our next challenge is the High Priestess. We're going to collect blessings in order to enter the ritual house at the summit of Mount Craigachu. Negotiate a treaty with the Northerners there. We have tribute, gain blessings to increase your chances of success. Northern honor, do not expect to be welcomed by Northerners whilst treading in their lands, and campfire. Survive Mount Craigachu by restoring life at camp. Alright. So let's go ahead and get started.
You find yourself once again in the company of prayer and religion. How unfortunate.
Yes, indeed.
Now it begins. Negotiations on behalf of the Empire. We will see how that story ends.
Malaklos has somehow roped you into traveling deep into the far north on a diplomatic mission. While I usually refrain from working for the Empire since this one takes me further away from it, I've made an exception. It'll square my debt with General Brandstrom and help open many doors for you. What do you say? Yeah, we'll do it. Excellent. Bring me your sword and let me do the talking. Or bring your sword and let me do the talking, says Malaklips. I've brought plenty of supplies so we can set up camp whenever we get hungry. Damn! Malaklips shares a tidbit as you commence your journey. The High Priestess is quite partial to blessings. If you can prove yourself worthy, we'd have a better chance at swaying her in our favor. Access the campfire at any time between encounters. The camp can be used to consume food to restore life or trade equipment. Collect at least 6 blessings before meeting the High Priestess. You grit your teeth and begin the ascent.
Be careful where one takes refuge, even in the worst of storms.
With little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in from the north. The snow whips against you like shards of glass and obscures your vision. You struggle to find cover.
Now you wager for more than mere success and failure. You choose the mistakes themselves.
No. Oops. You are alerted to the sound of shuffling footsteps. You can barely make out the silhouettes of menacing figures who have invaded your shelter. They're not the sort you'd want to be in such close quarters with. And 3 of Frostguard.
Don't let them hit me! I'm too handsome for violence.
Oh, that one went off the mountain. So did that one. Bye-bye. Nice. As the blizzard eases, the intruders make their escape. They didn't escape. I murdered them. Malaklips forages for firewood, saying, "This log is dry enough. We can set up camp here for the night. Access campfire at any time between encounters. Campfire will be used to consume food, trade, or review your mission." So, let's continue on. The Old Maiden. We're going to go and ask for... This time we're going to ask for supplies. Okay. Gives us 5 food. Good deal.
Mages are hard to eradicate at the best of times. We have our ways of hiding from the light.
Following Malaklips' cryptic directions, many of which involve borrowing farm animals, you arrive at the edge of a vast and lonely lake. There you uncover a cave entrance blocked by a stone door. We must seek out Ira of the Vale and the underneath, the bard had explained, as you followed a frightened cow around the previous night. The bespectacled ogre manning the door to the underneath doesn't look up from his book as you approach. 15 food items per entry, he grunts. Malaklips scoffs. Robbery. If you're trying to hustle us, sir, I'll have you know I can shoot lightning from my fingertips. The doorkeeper sighs. Times are hard for us, Mal. You'll see when you get in there. Bam. The ogre places his book down, and with a mighty push, the stone door rolls open. A narrow tunnel takes you deep below the earth, opening into a vast limestone cavern. Twinkling on the edge of an underground lake lies a small shanty town. Red lanterns lighting the quiet streets. Malaklips leads on. Welcome to the underneath, coin slave. since the bothersome Empire Edict, we've had to hide away in places like this. This used to be quite the hub of activity, but now he surveys the silent streets grimly. I guess the Empire is increasing its forces. The few mages eye you suspiciously as they pass by. We're gonna go to the tavern. Malcolm breathes in the heady scent of berry wine, smoke and feathers. Ah, the devil's ears, my home away from home. He pulls out his lute and leaves to serenade the pretty bartender. She tries her best to ignore him. You survey the bar. A group of burly ogres crowds a too small table. Meanwhile, a giant fleshy eyeball floats somberly by the windows. I'm gonna approach the eye. Creature watches you approach with interest. A smile breaks out in the knotted flesh at its base. Would you care to dance, small one? It asks solemnly. Sure. It is a slow, circling dance, the creature humming an old harvest song all the while. After some indeterminate amount of time, the dance ends. Ah, the creature sighs. That took me back to my youth. The creature's eye is so large that it is difficult to tell whether it is looking at you or somewhere behind you. That's what it is. The creature chuckles, and fleshy tendrils on its underbelly shake heartily. The creature's eye is so large that it is difficult to tell whether it is looking at you. Oh, okay, so ask to trade. This is an item I kept from the last warrior I ate. It regurgitates an item onto the floor with a clatter. Oh, nice. What would you offer in return? You have nothing to trade. The creature swallows the equipment again. Alright, so I'm going to leave it be. Approach the ogres. The ogres are arguing jovially about winnings. They seem to be caught up in some kind of dice gambling game. We're going to ask to play. The large ogre throws you the dice and pulls out a shimmering scroll containing the blessings they're playing for. Ooh, I want that. I want that. I want that. 18! Roll 18, and this spell scroll will grant to you. Play this game. I don't have any blessings to bet. I'll buy them around. Okay, so I just wasted 8 gold. Alright, we're leaving. Alex leads the way through the dim, lonely streets to Ira's house. You can hear screaming coming from within. A woman in robes adorned with silver ornaments greets you at the door. Merc said you would come begging for help, regardless. You were late. Alex bows with a grin. I have an illness. I'm hoping to purchase a cure. Ira from the Vale frowns for a bit, before nodding and letting you into her house. You enter the sitting room, and the source of the wailing is made clear. A man is locked in a cage, crying in forever agony. Spores of corruption fester his body. Without warning, she opens the cage, and the man rushes at you, but with surprising strength, Ira subdues the mad, writhing creature. This is the mage Cohen. He thought he could fight off the corruption, but he could not. Ira watches Malaclips carefully as Cohen's cries get more and more guttural. What should I do with him? The bard looks away, disgusted and fear on his face. He appears close to passing out. She nods before turning to you. What will you do? I will kill the mage. As Ira holds him down, you end the mage's life. And when that dealt with, Ira begins tinkering at a table strewn with dead and shiny things. I do have a cure, but as you know, nothing comes for free with our kind. Tap silver dust from a bottle. Save the stolen mage children for me, and I will give you the cure.
Still, what secrets does your companion hide from you?
Probably a lot. Those Empire bastards have taken them to some walled fort in the docks of the city. You better hurry, Ira smiles at Malaclips. That illness can't be held at bay for agent. The bard avoids her gaze. So we're gonna leave the house. Malaclips is eager to leave. I don't have enough gold to get the doors. We're gonna leave. Ira the Veil finds you again, just as you begin your ascent. Now, the bard turns around and catch a glimpse of hope in his eyes. He avoids his gaze. Take the children to the madman near Forsford. They run an orphanage. I fear it is no longer safe here. Yeah.
The mountain itself
We're gonna
pushes
turn
you
back.
back.
We're not doing extension yet because I have to get the blessings.
A lesson
Avalanche,
in
I like
caution
this.
awaits us all. Nature, truly wild nature, will not tolerate fury in its domain, unless it is its own.
High up on the mountain, you see the silhouette of a man approaching through the heavy snow. He bellows through the roaring wind. Who dares trespass in the sacred grounds of our priestess? Hidden raiders spring down the mountain with the dexterity of mountain goats.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips! Grand assistant!
A remnant of the Templars and their religious righteousness.
And gold. I'll take it. I forgot to read that. Oh well. Oh shit. Continue. You seek shelter against the bluff, pressing close to the rock face as the avalanche roars overhead. When the trembling stops, you are miraculously unscathed. Your assailant's weapon juts from the snow as you near. You realize it is still clenched in his hand, his body buried to the wrist by the avalanche. I'll go ahead and dig him out. You brave the cold and free the raider from his icy grave. He takes moments to catch his breath and says, "You saved me, though we are enemies by blood. Take my blessing and lead me to your house." Oh yeah. This is the best one.
Your memory seemed filled with conflict and chaos, yet occasionally something merely pleasant slips through.
Chester passed you a bunch of blue oblong fruits covered in pink speckles. Ate food. Chester smiles at the exotic fruits for a while, as if remembering a happy memory, where he finally decides on a price. They're all 10. Can't do that. Not all 10. Alright, let's leave. And we're going to ascend.
Will you push on despite nature itself attempting to thwart you?
Yes. As you ascend the snowy Mount Freitas, you happen upon a cottage with smoke wafting out of the chimney. A frail old lady sweeping snow off the path beckons you to come in. We come in search of the great high priestess to deliver an important message. Oops. You better go bearing blessings if you want to get on the high priestess's good side. I'm fixing a batch right now. If you'd like a taste, if I've got it right this time, you can take it to her, she says, stirring the cauldron. Malaclips politely declines. I've been watching what I eat, but my companion here has an insatiable appetite, he says, nudging you forward. How? How? Alright, so we can revive the companion at the beginning of each game. You thank the old lady and continue up Mount Freitas, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard. And blizzard.
In the cold, men become desperate. Women hold these mountains together, even through the worst.
The climb becomes unbearable. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset of frost. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance and discover the dark clouds have passed. Another blizzard. A lot of blizzards on this one. Yep.
Not every temple has crumbled into the dust. More's the pity.
I don't have enough gold. Stop spending your money.
The mountain is unforgiving. You would not be the first to die upon its peak.
Ah, I need the money. Throw down. Okay. You lose health for every blessing you don't have, I think.
Riches. I have a fondness for them, but I would not trust them.
There you go. First hit in combat against one of theirs deals 50 bonus damage. Oh yeah. Market Thief. The Market Bazaar is a hive activity. Traders from across the land. Falls out. Touched by sold bears. As the sun beats down on a crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from it. Feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning quickly to discover a pickpocket making off some of your belongings. Alright. 1 gold. I had 2 gold. My last gold. Oh yeah. Thief is nimble, but you manage to gain on them as they negotiate the crowd. With the thief almost at arm's reach, you knock over a barrel of apples in an attempt to lure you. You leap over the rolling apples and tackle the thief to the ground. If you let me keep these here items and let me go, of course, I'll let you on a secret. I'll let you in on a secret, the thief bargains. Alright, so you gingerly release the thief. Do not worry about your stuff, the thief says as he dusts himself off. Think of it as an investment. My name is Merrick. Perhaps I could teach you a thing or two, and if you prove yourself, he pauses. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meet me at noon in 2 days at the Market Plaza. We can talk more then. And then that Merrick disappears back into the crowd.
Nicely done.
Blizzard. The climb becomes unbearable. You seek shelter. Yep, we did all this before, so we know what's going on.
Strange things still exist. Do you not see the beauty in this plant? True wonders still remain. Treat it gently.
High on a misty mountain top, you discover a vicious-looking plant. Gaping mouth looks more incapable of shredding you to pieces, but at its base, you notice some unusual fruit. So, if you throw something, you may be able to distract the savage mouth, thus allowing you to steal some fruit. You inspect your supplies for something suitable. I only have the cardinal blade. Cosmo, chill, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna throw our equipment into this plant. You launch your cardinal blade at the creature. With a snap of its jaws, the item disappears. You pluck one of the fruits while it's distracted. The fruit is especially delicious, leaving you feeling refreshed and vigorous. Nice. That's kind of worth it. I really need the Cardinal Blade to win more.
With the least of notice, the very lands beneath your feet can slide away. Life is filled with surprises.
Alright, so we got Berserkers of Frost and Trappers of Frost. I think Berserkers hit 3 times. Triple combo.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips and assistants.
Damn it. Hell yes. Worth it. Okay, we'll take him out again. Get the 2 fame and we get a blessing. Alright.
Now the
Not ready yet.
confrontation.
We're gonna
Are
do this
you
last
ready to
card
face the
first.
priestess of her people?
Bonus
And drive the deal
exchange.
the Empire has requested? Or will you turn and flee?
You go. Oh, you're gonna get a line. Hunting the gnomes. The batter gnomes pick themselves up from the battlefield and approach you cautiously. Alright, the penalty for this transgression is no longer death. We'd like to parley. We seek arms to defend ourselves, the gnome declares loudly. Hand over some of your equipment and we'll release you. We can even pay you for something. I'll give you some food for a helmet, one of the small folk exclaims. I'll share the secrets of this land for a ring, the other chimes in. So, I guess, whatever, I'll give them the owner's blade. Yes. You surrender the equipment to the gnome, satisfy the offered payment in return. Okay, so, I'm gonna make camp.
Campfires will always offer warmth and heat, but they also change with each challenge. Be prepared.
Trade, buy equipment, field, buy. Okay. Buy food. Winds clear the dark clouds to reveal the spire of ritual house protruding from the summit. You press on through the thick snow to find the wooden structure adorned with spoils of. As you enter the great hall, the towering arch doors swing open with a heavy creak. A giantess in a velvet robe enters, accompanied by raiders. Malaclipse bows low to the ground. My companion and I have been sent forth to discuss a truce between the Empire and the Northern Municipality. So they send me a silver-tongued devil and his mercenary. She smirks. I hope for your sake you will have a decent offering. You kneel before the High Priestess. Only 4 blessings. What a pitiful effort. With a flick of her wrist, bolts of lightning strike you.
You still have a chance to defeat this mission, even if imperfectly.
The giantess claps, the sound ringing in the silent. Old hall. Ah, this small thing survived it. Impressive, but if you wish to speak to me of a treaty, you must prove yourself against my champion. What? Now we got this. This will be easy. Can't be any worse than the lizard men from the first one.
Why do we always end up enraging the locals?
Ouch. Even though you failed to bring me your offering, I'm impressed with how you wield your sword. Now hear my terms. The High Priestess draws herself up, a towering figure draped in fur and brown. The North will never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. These are my terms, small one. Let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Brandstrom. Humble hammer. Nice. Started. Pickpocket. Take aim and then cover what looks an iron peak. Oh, did they have? Guess I did not fully complete that one. Because I didn't do the objective. It's okay, we'll come back to it.
This game is merely the lesser game. It is not the true game of life and death, merely my model of it. I must prepare you for the challenges you will face when we meet Callus in truth.
Earn fame in order to wield the legendary weapon. Breathless fire. Villages on the northern outskirts are under assault from northern raiders. Defeat the mighty shaman who is leading their raids. Mighty hero. Gain enough fame to wield the mighty legendary weapon, or in the raids, encounter the northerners. Encounters with northerners are common in these parts. Alright, so. Got it, and start.
In this case, the Empress is a symbol, a leader of the northern clans, but not their only one. Now we come to one of the new nuances of our game. The hunt for fame and esteem would not work for all players, but it works for you. I can sense it in you. Your pride, your skill. In time, we will learn all of you.
Raiders have destroyed our village. The Elder of Talos explains in a hushed voice. They were sent by a dark shaman of the north. They were searching for this. He draws a large warhammer from his cloak. Urethra's ire. It is the only weapon that will break the seal protecting their encampment. He hands you the weapon.
Anger is a powerful force.
This is a two-handed weapon. This is a two-handed weapon. Heavy weapon, yes, two-handed weapon. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and store that. I need 20 fame. The weapon is heavier than you imagined, perhaps weighed down by some hidden magic, preventing you from wielding it to its potential. Right. So, the other looks straight in your eyes as though peering into your soul. Not all weapons are for all men. Only those who have demonstrated great acts of valor and courage may bear Urethra's fire. You do well to remember that. You must find the courage to wield this weapon and defeat the shaman before the 5th village falls. The village needs a hero. The town of Braden is surely in danger and must be warned. Let us begin. Thank you. I trust the sacrifice of Talos not go in vain. He bows his head. May the gods bring you good fortune.
At
Distrust
what point
damsel.
does honor bend to pragmatism?
Did this one before. Get the 14. Need 2. Give me 2. Give me 2. Wow. Alright. We shall kill them. Tell me what you got.
You have to stop helping people. It always ends up like this. I hope this works.
With the thugs defeated, you search their bodies for valuables. Got full fame. And some food. Definitely gonna need that.
When the hero runs in, the villain takes their time to bait their trap. Be careful, lest they put you in your place.
A rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in danger. You turn as the cord of a northern bola wrap around your body. Cords. You've been ambushed. They ambushed me. Let's take them out.
I'll have you know my friend here has killed far better than you.
Oh, come on. I was about to execute. Bye-bye. Search for spoils. Ah. I am the worst at those. We're gonna leave. I got nothing.
I am torn between my loathing for gnomes and my despair that the world is becoming less strange and arcane as the Empire spreads.
Yeah, give him. Not giving him that. Give him the sword though. Yes. Under the equipment. 15 gold, sweet. 15 gold, sweet. Oh, very nice.
Time passes and things change. The advances of the Empire march on, and mystery and magic falls further into darkness. Yet, death stalks the streets of the city.
A pal of smog. A pal of smog. Pall of smog casts the city in a dull gray light as you navigate the narrow streets and back alleys of Iron Peak. Beware the Prince of Poisons, calls a young boy in a short-brimmed cap as he hands out leaflets to the passing crowds. You stop to read a discarded parchment sodden by the damp that clings to the cobblestones. Prince of Poisons strikes again. Another mass poisoning in the back streets of Lowtown. Mayor raises reward to 500 gold. The boy approaches as you finish reading. If you really hope to be safe, you'd best protect yourself. I have just the thing, and at a bargain price. Ask about the protections. The boy looks around to make sure nobody else is watching too closely, and discreetly takes a small vial of colorless liquid from his pocket. This tonic is brewed from the fruit of a rare plant that only grows high on the northern hills. It will boost your strength, give you the edge you need to survive the poison. I'm good. I don't need it. The boy looks over to where you are pointing. Most of them lost their parents to poison and live on the streets now. I don't have food to offer. Alright, we're gonna ignore them. He is the one responsible for all the killing that's been going on, the child exclaims wide-eyed. Dozens, if not hundreds, of innocent people dead, all poisoned by the prince. He strikes at random, anywhere in the city and at any time. Just drops one of his canisters, and half the street's dead before anyone knows what's happening. If you really hope to be safe, you best protect yourself. I have just a thing. Alright, so this is the marketplace. The Iron Peak marketplace is large enough to house many stalls. As you wander through, you know many are vacant. Few people seem to choose the risk of shopping in such a public place these days, and those that do never linger for long. In a quiet corner of the market, you find a desperate man attempting to sell an unusual assortment of oddities. He picks up a statue of a three-headed creature, saying this statue of a healing spirit from the distant kingdom of Frontia is exactly what you need to survive the next attack by Prince of Poisons. Ask about prices. You ask how much gold each item costs, but he seems reluctant to name a price. Whatever you think it's worth, he says with a nervous smile. The map reveals a little about the countryside surrounding the town of Iron Peak. As you turn to ask how much gold you owe, a supernatural chill travels up your arm and freezes your heart. What the fuck? First 3 hits deal 200 plus damage? Holy shit. Sorry, stranger, the stall owner says, suddenly packing up the rest of his wares, but I stole these from a particularly vengeful warlock, and his magic prevents me from just throwing them away. Good luck with that one. The man kicks the table over and flees down a back alley. You lose sight of him in the gloom and decide to abandon this godforsaken town. You leave the troubled town of Iron Peak with the impression that you've yet not seen all that it has to offer.
Let us see what the next town holds.
Dusk falls as you continue on your quest. The village burns.
Do not take lightly the mantle of fame. Being a figurehead is not without consequences.
You arrive at Braden at dawn to find it under attack from raiders. As the village burns, 3 brave farmers attempt to defend the last of the surviving villagers. One calls out, "Please help, we must stop these savages before all is lost." You draw your weapon and rush to their aid. The surviving villagers rush to the farmer's aid and tend to their wounds. "Thank you, hero," they cry. "You have served our people." It's our little villages and it's a certain small token of that gratitude. They're saving all that. Be right back, got a phone call. And I'll be back in just a few. gonna go ahead and take this call. Just a second. Alright, I'm back. So let's go ahead and get oh, we got some more food. Sweet.
You'll notice that my carriage does not stop for every distressed traveler along the way.
Gotta fight these thieves again.
I'm somewhat surprised you lost that one.
You have to stop helping people. It always ends up like this.
Oh yeah.
A win here sets the tone for your challenge.
Oh, we're doing good on food this time. And gold. Jeez. Amazing. Alright. Battle Club shakes his head. Poor old Chester. This is why you should never be seduced by the wiles of women. Coin slave. They'll break your heart and leave you selling your lemon tarts for their little businesses. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm not paying 30 gold for a lemon tart.
If you fall in a trap once, you may blame error. To fall in the same trap again smacks of foolishness.
By sea and sun, fate and fame!
It worked, son. Oh yeah.
The power Rage grants is often misunderstood. Valuable for purely financial reasons, if nothing else. A grand opportunity for you to take whatever pleases you and go about your day.
That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna take that.
Actions, of course, have consequences. You cannot think that the steps you have taken will bring a simple peace. No.
As the village burns, 3 brave farmers attempt to defend the last of the surviving villagers. One calls out, "Please help, we must stop these savages before all is lost." I failed to save them. This one again?
Dice are a constant reminder of death. The singular is die, as I'm sure you know, and they are often called bones for the material from which they were crafted. Here, however, they may also bring a touch of life.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to stop helping people. It always ends up like this.
I dodged. Hey, what's up? I'm screaming at the moment. He's bringing something. Just surprise me. Yeah. Well, surprise me. That's fine. Just surprise me. Just give me something.
Now the power is yours to use.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Just surprise me. Alright, love you. Bye. Yay, I can use this.
It appears you are worthy to wield the weapon of champions. The raiders will hide from you no longer.
You turn Aretha's fire over in your hands. The rune on its face begins emitting a golden light. It is unclear if it now weighs less or you have found new strength. But either way, you can now wield the mighty hammer. You have enough fame to equip fire. Valaclips looks in on in awe. Wow, that would earn a pretty penny at the markets, but first let's use it to break the barrier to Northern Raiders' camp, slay the shaman, and stop the raids once and for all. Alright, so now we can go to the Sanctum. Remembering the Elder Talos' instruction, you set out towards Sanctum of the Shaman, locate and defeat the shaman. So first thing we're going to do
Ever since I've returned to this world, I've been disappointed. The filth, the shame, the horrors dwell in the minds of men, not in the monsters in the darkness.
Westwind's only tavern, the Rusty Razor, is a safe harbor among the many dangers of the outer reaches of the Empire. Its barkeep sits outside his establishment with a look of resigned defeat. Upon your arrival, he jolts straight up, and a smile almost breaks out across his face. At last, someone from the guild is here. These Empire soldiers have almost ruined me. Before you can disagree, the owner swings open the saloon doors and pushes you inside. Inside, you discover a handful of Empire soldiers enjoying ale rather than doing their duty. I see what you said. It's Caitlin. The freshly invigorated barkeep hops onto a table and shouts above their noise. You lazy drunken deserters are done. The Stewards Guild has sent an enforcer here, and now you're all going to have to get back to your posts. This town needs defending. One of the soldiers rises with a slight sway. We've got 3 days until our shift ends and we return to civilization, so we're not doing any fighting unless they threaten the supply of ale, right lads? A raucous cheer and beer tankard erupts, and beer tankards smash together all around. So why don't you take your shiny lion badge and shove off? The barkeep turns to you. What are you going to do? I'm going to threaten him. You suggest with menace that the soldier should report duty or the report to the healer. I won't be threatened by the likes of you, the soldier grumbles, as he rises, followed by his friends. I'm gonna have to get the ranged.
Just once, you can get a quiet drink.
Where'd the other one go? Did I already knock him out? Oh, there he is. Yeah, I don't care. You watch me wherever you want. From wherever you want. From wherever you want. As long as I can't see it.
A useful tool, but simple magic. Wealth through exploration. We have many lands to discover, you and I. If you cannot make use of this, I will question your skills. Man-eating plants. I can't say I blame them.
Throw the equipment. Alright, throw it under the plant. I get to pick the fruit. Gain that 5 max health. Hell yeah. We're in a good spot.
Here's a token for you, if you can earn it.
The pale smile casts the city in a dull gray light as you navigate the narrow streets and back alleys of Iron Peak. If you really hope to be safe, you best protect yourself. I have just a thing at a bargain price. Alright, so last time I got a thing from a guy. He told me that he stole it from a warlock, and they had vengeful spirits. So we're going to visit the marketplace, and I guess we'll buy the statue from the guy and see how it messes with me. Ah, okay, the statue is safe. As you turn to ask how much gold you owe, supernatural chill travels up your arm, freezes your heart. Okay. Wasted effort. Heavy weapons deal 20% less damage. Alright, thanks. Sorry, stranger, the stall owner says, suddenly packing up the rest of his wares, but I stole those from a particularly vengeful warlock, and his magic prevents me from just throwing them away. Good luck with that one. The man kicks the table over and flees down the back alley. You lose sight of him in the gloom and decide to abandon this godforsaken town. You leave the troubled town of Iron Peak with the impression that you've not yet seen all that it has to offer.
You strike me as the type who would put themselves in harm's way for the benefit of others. Yet, perhaps you'd rather have someone else sacrifice themselves for you.
You hear shouting up ahead. As you make your way down the cobbled street, you see lights flickering on the road in front of you. As you approach, you see a building, flames and smoke billowing out of its upper room windows. A crowd is formed outside, passing buckets of water between one another to temper the blaze. As you push your way through the crowd, you see a woman frantically pleading to the villagers, "Please help, my family is in there. Anyone, please help." I'm gonna go ahead and brave myself.
The wheel is one of my favorite innovations. It combines many different elements of our game into one. Excellent. A wise decision.
Through a haze of smoke, you find the woman's youngest daughter crying under a bed. You coax her out, scoop her up, and carry her out of. The villager rushes to your aid. "Thank you, brave adventurer. I can take you from here, but be warned, the building is not safe. It will soon collapse." The dealer adds another life-paying card to the wheel, getting it. You find the woman's son attempting to find his way out through the smoking flames. Grabbing his hand, you lead him back through the building to safety. The villager rushes to your aid to give adventure, blah blah blah. Okay. And I'll try to say that again. Holy shit. The smoke is too
dear.
thick and you find yourself
Move
disoriented.
faster next time.
Eyes burning, you fumble your way back out of the building to catch your breath. The woman sees you emerge. Alright, let's try one more time. Alright. I did it! Slumped in the corner of the room, you find the woman's husband. You put his arm over your shoulder and quickly make your way out of the inferno. As you emerge, the woman and her children rush to the man's side and embrace him. Thank you, adventurer, you've saved my family from certain death, the woman says. Oh, yeah. That was awesome. While our possessions have been destroyed, and we will never be able to repay you, know that we will speak of your deeds here today for as long as we all shall live.
You have prepared yourself for this battle. Now you must face it, but not alone, perhaps.
You raise Ruther's fire above your head and bring it down against the magical wall with all your might. The hammer finds its marking. You're immediately engulfed in a blizzard of snow and ice. The howling winds spin you this way and that, then vanish as quickly as they had appeared. Disoriented, you look around from Mallow Cliffs, but he's nowhere to be found. You find your bearings and realize you are standing in a forest clearing covered in newly fallen snow. Step back and bump into something. Turning, you see a towering northern clansman, bald and
He has
brutal.
brute strength, if nothing else.
He does not flinch, nor seems even the slightest bit interested in you. He stands with weapons drawn and brow lowered. You turn to follow his gaze. Then you see a hare, sitting on a throne of wicker and thorns, small straw plated charms and oddities hanging from the trees behind her. Before her kneel countless raiders worshipping their leader in an eerie stillness. The defender of the villages and the exiled one, the shaman says with a hiss. She steps down from her throne. I know why you have come. Let the scent. I hope you know how to fight, hero, says the bald northerner calmly. There are more warriors here than we can kill. To defeat a snake, you must cut off its head. You ready your weapon as the shaman and her clansmen surround you.
I do not know you, yet we will fight together. Stand clear of my blades. I will stand clear of yours.
That's how we do it. The shaman's body rises as a dark spirit leaves her chest and vanishes into the air. The remaining raiders flee into the forest. As the skies clear, the sun beams down on the colossal warrior that had fought alongside you. I am Kolbjorn, he says. I was born into the northern clans, but I am clanless now. You do not know us, but we were not always like this. Perhaps one day the clans will return to the tradition they have lost. You have befriended Kolbjorn, the Wanderer. You and I have clearly a small part of the stain from my honor this day. If you call, I will answer. He reaches out a massive hand and clasps your forearm. Let us head back and find your friend. And with that, you and Kolbjorn make your way back through the forest in search Malaclips.
Another card returns to my deck. Do not worry, I have more challenges before you will be ready to face my foe. Well done. Another northerner falls before you, and a new companion joins your journey.
I got some new equipment. Very cool. Watchtower, Raiders Ambush, Bridge Skirmish, Fame and Chain. Got that. Nice. Legendary weapon. Clan Eyebright and the Wanderer. Elder's Gift. Very cool. Got some more. Reinforced Shield. Friendly Innkeeper. Bitter Winter. I got gold on that one.
You have done well. You understand the basic rules of the game now. From here, they will change.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna go back because I got silver on this one, and this one I can just knock out real quick. And probably gonna switch games after that because I'm gonna keep going. I want to play something else, so I'm gonna take a little break here in a bit too. So, High Priestess, we're gonna do recommended, clear and fill. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Recommended, clear and fill, start. So to get gold on this one, you have to get 6 blessings, which means I'm not spending any gold, because I need at least 12 gold.
These challenges I present you, each one will hone your skills and prepare you for our final conflict. This empire will fall under proper guidance once more, and soon.
Alright. So, did I just... Something happened in my stream on Facebook. Make a donation, gold zealot, continue.
Life itself in exchange for life.
Select this offer. He lunges. I lose 30% life. That's fine. Throw the creature off. And I get the card for later. Debt repaid.
Children. It's hard to conceive that either of us were ever such.
He's just a small child, you overhear? A deeper voice growls. We have to take him to the dungeons or else he'll run straight to whatever northern clan he spawned from. And show them where our outpost is. That's a shifty looking kid. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, says Malaclips. Save the boy. Unsheathing your weapon, you demand they let the boy go. The Empire soldiers are unmoved by your threat. Well, and they're gonna die. Because I am. I'm not gonna lose.
Once again, good intentions end up with people trying to hit me.
As you check on the unconscious guards, you notice the boy looking at you warily as if sizing you up. I have to save this kid. No! Okay. Now I just have to fight some more. We're saving this kid. No matter what happens, we're saving this kid. I think. I don't know.
I'm no happier to be here than you are.
Get out of it! Sweet.
The shadow folk appear to have found your trail.
What the fuck are the shadow folk? Shadows can counterattack. Light weapons are recommended. You can change equipment in your inventory. Oh, that's awesome. Those are awesome. You humans have seen the shadow beasts and live to tell the tale. Disciples can induce blood madness, allowing them to cause high damage. Attack them to interrupt their incantations.
By sea and sun, frigid rain!
Very cool. Those are new species or new race of beings. Weeping the peasant falls to embrace the sun. Thank the gods, Timos. Thank the gods. You gain 4 fame. The small family gathers a dusty bundle of what they can in gratitude. Take that max life. Also take that gold. I'll take that gold. Alright. Going to ascend. Off to the next level.
Witches I will tolerate. They have at least stepped into the streams of power that magicians call home.
Alright, so this lady basically allows you to use a random... Oh, I want long shot. Yes. Score the exact target value and a dice gamut to draw 2 equipment cards. Then discard this one. So. Rare, but we'll try it. We'll try to get it.
Ah, a reward for a job well done.
Thank you. Blizzard. Take some damage. Pass the card check. Okay. Avalanche. Took the guy out after. Alright, boys. Let's do this.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malachus and assistant.
GG, folks. That's all she wrote. Charge bash now causes confuse to a single target when activated. Exclusively enemies and shadows. Basic bash causes brief down. Don't start. At least one max life instead of taking starvation. Resist to optionally discard any non-food. Gain power to receive +2. I'll take. I don't have the fame for that. Can't wear it yet. I'll just do the ring. It's fine.
So much magic comes down to simple needs in the end, don't you find?
Alright, 3 of 6 blessings. Okay, we're not leaving yet. I'm gonna check this last card. Glad I did. Get another blessing, make a donation. Yeah, I'll do that. Two more blessings. I'm gonna get one from this lady.
Careful how one deals with old magic.
No! I hope that I can get another blessing after this one that I'm about to get. Because I need 6 to get gold for this challenge.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malachus and assistant.
Get out of it, get out of it, get out of it! God! Alright, continue. Yes. Team life. Excellent. Continue. The dice roll. Take him out. He gives me a blessing. Allies return. Great. 5 out of 6 blessings. I need one more. Oh, please let this last card be.
Oh!
I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Damn it. Oh well, I'll finish it off.
I hope this works.
Man, I can't believe I messed this challenge up. That one card roll or card choice ruined it. I just realized I didn't heal. I didn't heal in my camp before this, so I'm going into this fight with like 30 health. Whoosh! This will be a tough one.
Why do we always end up in range of the locals? Don't let them talk.
Oof, right through the heart.
You're done, son. Like one hit.
Man. Even though you failed to bring me offering, blah 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 blah. We already did all this. You see that? See what color that is? That is silver. I was going for the gold. I was going for the gold. And it didn't happen. Didn't happen. That's it. What if I put this? Let's change that. It's thought about something. I don't know if it's. I guess it doesn't. Really wanted that challenge. I'm gonna have to do it again if I want it, I guess. Yeah, I don't like it. Unless I bring it down here. Oh boy, now. All right. There we go. All fixed. All right, one more time. Let's just get through this challenge and get the gold. Get the gold. Since I've already read these cards, this will be the third time. If there's any new cards, I'll read them. We're going to power on through. We're going to speed run this shit. Yep, let's get them all out of the way now. Avalanche. Now we're going to fight. Once I kill them, I get a blessing. Alright, Malaclips. Give me the buff. Boom! On to the next. 6 blessings. That's what we need to get the gold. Yeah, we'll take it. Dig him out. Nice. Okay, so we didn't do this one. We're going to do this one now. So, you linger near a fort in the abandoned docks of the great city. Malaclips sidles out of an alley and strokes his mustache. Well, coin slave, the Empire is still on maid children, hidden away in there. Now, I'm not fond of children, as you well know. You recall a time when Malaclips was asking to relinquish his last sweet roll to a crying child. He refused. But Ira won't give me the cure if we don't rescue them. He outlines the plan to you. It's a worrying brief. These forts are ill interconnected, so even if we defeat one lot of guards, they are bound to call reinforcements. We have to get in and out quick. Defeat 2 steel monster cars within 60 seconds. We, ladies and gentlemen. Ugh. Come on. Ah! Defeat 3. And plates! And plates! What is this shit? Wait, what just happened? Where's the steel monsters? What? The final monstrosity falls gurgling. Malaclips closes and body in trouble looking on his face. This one is wearing a necklace. Looks like a family heirloom. The bard, usually found fond of looting and stealing, doesn't allow you to touch the necklace. You peer up to the access tunnel. It is set too high into the wall. You won't be able to get back that way. Find a way out. I'm not gonna beat this challenge. Find yourself in a cellar. There are wine casks, jars of pickled vegetables, and sizable iron cage wreathed in pulsing light. Within the cage is missing mage, children huddle unsure of your intentions. Malaclips reaches for a heavy lock upon the cage's gate. It sizzles and he drops it quickly. By Frida's skirts, that burns. He presses a long metal implement into your hand and steps back. You tentatively touch the lock. It doesn't burn you. You attempt to pick the lock. Whoa, what the That's a cool addition. With a click, the lock pops open and Charlotte clatters to the floor. Okay, Children, Malcolm awkwardly pats one on the head. Your mother and I are going to kill the bad men. You stay here unless we die. In which case, you go on your own. You're on your own. Children nod, numb with terror. You sneak up the stairs and survey the scene before the soldiers mill about the forest courtyard. Just do your blood magic, bro. Yeah, I'll take... Okay. We do some more blood magic. Oh, shadows envelop the group of soldiers patrolling near the wall, and they tumble to the ground, vanishing from sight. We're gonna do some more blood magic, folks. I don't need health. Health is overrated. We're gonna do more. We're gonna do more. Yep, last one. I can handle one group. Where's the 4? Right there. Wait, they're both 4. Okay. And stop. Redraw. And failure. We're gonna fight the soldiers. Gotta kill 8 in 60 seconds. That happens. Alright, so let's look at our cards. DLC. Yeah. I'll consider getting it after I beat the basement.
All mages are my children. This one, however, I would rather disown.
Alrighty. Guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Those who are. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. When I get back, I might look at some Warzone. Yeah, that works out.